Hi, all. Welcome to this special presentation of Rajya Sabha Television Question Hour from Parliament House Complex, where we bring you important unstarred questions asked by the members of the Rajya Sabha and the answers given by the government. I'm Kriti Mishra, and joining me is my colleague Akhilesh Suman.
Question to the Ministry of Home Affairs, and he has asked the question that whether it is a fact that highly educated young men and women, including postgraduates, have started picking up guns in Jammu and Kashmir.
And the government goes on to say that as per reports, 26 misguided youths, graduate or above, have joined militancy during the year 2018. The government has continuously encouraged policies that mainstream the youth, including providing employment, to wean them away from militancy. Various sports, tournaments and cultural programs are organized at district level as well as state level to win the confidence of the people of the state, especially the younger generation. Youth clubs have also been opened to keep the youth engaged. Around 80,000 crore rupees have been announced under the PM Development Package 2015. Besides, schemes like Special Industry Initiative, UDAN, to enhance skill and employability of graduates, and 3-year engineering diploma holders and offer of jobs in the private sector, Skill Development and Employment Scheme to provide options and opportunities to school college dropouts for salaried jobs in the private sector or self-employment, Special Scholarship Scheme to provide financial assistance to students having passed class 12th or equivalent exams for studying in colleges and institutions outside Jammu and Kashmir have also been undertaken. Moving on to the next question, this one also pertains to the Ministry of Home Affairs, and the question has been asked by member Shamsher Singh Dhullo, and he asks whether it is a fact that drug smuggling from across the border is seriously affecting the people of all ages in the state of Punjab.
Government has accepted that yes, there are incidents that drugs are being smuggled from across the border, and you know that Pakistan is across the border. So it is a serious issue. But government has also said that it is not seriously affecting the people of Punjab, because you know Punjab has internal mechanism of keeping restraint and also you know arrangement of counseling of youth in the state. But it is also said that some border security forces people you know are sensitized more often than not, so that they don't involve in the allurement coming out from the you know smugglers. But some stray incidents has been found, and if some incidents had been found, they have been punished.
Moving on to the next question, and this one has been asked by member Shambhaji Chhatrapati, and he has asked the Commerce and Industry Minister whether it is a fact that government has issued instructions not to delay clearance to FDI proposals.
You know that government has created a special instruction mechanism that government has to clear any application within 10 weeks time, and 10 weeks time is you know in addition to other application processes. Government has also created a portal, a specific portal for that under the Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion, and you know that there are provision of online application by those aspirants who want to do the FDI in the country. And you know that Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who came with the whole idea of Make in India, because of that also FDI you know application have increased. So government is taking all appropriate measures so that the those people, those industries and those commercial institutions who are you know staying abroad, they can come to the country and they can you know invest in the country. So if we come to the next question, you know that revamp of Air India has been a long time. You know every year we hear that some reform in Air India is going to be. The question has been asked by Mr. K.R. Arjunanan. He is asking the Civil Aviation Ministry whether it is a fact that Air India is set for a revamp. What is the revamp? What is the government's consideration about it? Can you answer this?
Well, Akhilesh, this question has been posed to the Ministry of Civil Aviation, and Air India has never failed to garner interest of our members of Parliament. And the government goes on to say that it has prepared a revival plan for Air India. It is focused on building a competitive and profitable airline group. The revival plan comprises several major elements, and these include a comprehensive financial package as approved by Government of India. This includes transferring non-core debt and assets to the special purpose vehicle. Higher levels of operational efficiency by strengthening management and implementing best practice business processes. Robust organizational and governance reforms to be implemented by an eminent board. Differentiated business strategies for each Air India's core businesses, world-class HR practices to ensure a talented and motivated workforce, and sale of non-core real estate assets and strategic disinvestment of subsidiaries such as Air India Transport Services Limited. So a complete strategic plan has been made for the revamp of Air India. And moving on to the next question, and this one has been asked by member Viplav Thakur, and she asked Civil Aviation Minister whether government has chalked out any safety measure and program to enhance and ensure safety of airlines.
So it is an annual surveillance plan that our Civil Aviation Ministry does, and there is a recommendation emanating out of it. If there is a lacune they find, they recommend immediately that this is a lacune in our whole operating system, and it is rectified or taken care of by the concerned department or by the concerned agencies. Also, the compliance of action taken by the operator is also required, and it is also verified by the further audits that whether that compliance has been done or not. So, it is in a way that very foolproof system that if lacune found, there is a recommendation, and on the basis of their recommendation has the concerned airlines done it or not, and it comes in the whole performance audit in the next. So, in a way that air safety circulars are also issued time to time with the important observations. Whenever some concerned agency observes something going wrong and they feel that this should be rectified, they issue circulars accordingly, and that is why we have been avoiding major accidents in the country, Kriti. So, next question I am coming to, this question is by Mr. Syed Nasir Hussain. He is asking about petroleum and natural gas. That our demand of petroleum and natural gas has increased, and any developing country, and India is becoming a fast developing country. So, that is why our consumption is also increasing. So, he is asking that what is the criteria policy to fix petroleum products prices in the country along with the increase or decrease in the prices.
That prices of aviation turbine fuel, petrol and diesel have been made market determined. Right. The public sector oil marketing companies take appropriate decision on pricing of these products in line with international product prices and other market conditions. The government continues to modulate the effective price to consumer for subsidized domestic LPG and RSP of PDS kerosene. The prices of petroleum products are linked to the price of respective products in the international market and not to that of crude oil. Oil marketing companies take a decision on retail selling price after considering various aspects including international product prices, exchange rate, tax structure, inland freight and other cost elements. So, certainly a very important answer given by the government here. Moving on to the next question, and this one has been asked by member Derek O'Brien, and he has asked Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas whether government is in the process of developing 13,000 kilometer gas pipelines as part of national gas grid and to increase the availability of natural gas across the country.
The way we have created a national grid of power, the same way we are going to create a national gas grid, and government is telling that it will in the beginning it will take about 14,239 kilometer gas pipeline to develop in the available natural gas areas, and they have divided the whole country in different geographical areas, and till September 2018 96 geographical areas across 23 states or union territories have been covered for development expansion of grid network, gas grid network, and in a way that it is covering also 280 districts, 263 complete and 17 by part. So, in a way that the way our gas consumption and the demand of gas is increasing, the government is taking care of, and that is how you see that we are also creating some sort of storage capacity inside the country and also outside the country. You hear that there are many neighboring countries like Mauritius and other neighboring countries. We are trying to create a storage capacity for our own, that in emergency we can take it immediately to our country.
Well, absolutely, Akhilesh. So, the push is to enhance the availability of natural gas across the country. Well, that's all we had for you in this edition of Question Hour. Prashn Kal on the other side. Stay tuned to Rajya Sabha Television.